All right. So it looks like we're live. Let me just turn up the volume here. Hopefully y'all can hear me. There's not anyone on the stream just yet, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Now I'll just wait for a couple minutes to see if anyone comes in. I'm probably gonna do the same thing, just kind of, tell people about the stream. It's weird because I tried to go live like about a minute ago, and then it just kept on saying going live, and it never did it. It was stuck for like 3 minutes, and I was like, "Oh, shoot, what's going on here?" You know. So I was getting a little scared, and I was like, "Oh my God, something must be wrong with the Wi-Fi or something like that." So yeah, I mean, technology is a fickle thing, you know. It really is. But let me go ahead and paste. Just go ahead and just tell a little more people about it right now. Oops. Yeah, but hope everybody's who's watching has a great day. You know, just want to give it a couple more minutes, and then I'll kind of get started on everything. I literally just woke up from a nap like 30 minutes ago, so that's why I'm a little bit, you know, yeah. But yeah, anyway, so all right. Looks like someone's online, so that's cool. Welcome, whoever is online. I'm just sharing out the link real quick, so. Well, or I could do this. Retweet my own tweet. All right. Well, you know what? As people come in, I'll go ahead and just it is what it is. So yeah, I just wanted to get this out, but so as you all can see, welcome officially to the live stream. Welcome to the Nerdy Mark live stream. As you all know, I am of course Sid, also known as the Nerdy Mark, on YouTube. So good to have everybody here and whatnot. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of this. So this is the NXT and 205 Live review. Since it is the 205 Live technically before Money in the Bank, I thought I'd do it as a live stream because I'm going to talk about NXT and 205 Live, and I'm going to get into predictions for Money in the Bank. Matter of fact, if you'll give me just one more minute, I need to pull up the card for Money in the Bank. I should have done this already, but it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta improvise. Look at the. Huh. May 14th. Okay. Oh, geez. No, that's not what I want. Let's just go to the source itself. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't mean to always keep doing this. Like, I feel really, really bad doing this all the time. Just not even being prepared. So, yeah, great way to get people to watch your shit, Anyway. So, hope everyone is having a good day, though. I really do. And, geez. Really? They don't have other events? No. Oh, well. Okay. You know what? It's all good. I'll just kind of look at it over here. Stop. Shows. Money in the bank. The man. Duh, man. Becky Lynch. All right. Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that later. We will dive right into Money in the Bank after. There you go. It's at 60. We'll dive right into Money in the Bank after we talk about NXT and 205 Live for this week, which were great shows. Before that, though, I do want to talk about. It's DJ Storms. Oh my goodness. DJ, you didn't really miss much. I was just kind of getting started. So welcome here. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. By the way, I already saw your thing, but congratulations. The infamous one. Yes, congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, buddy. Good on you. Hope to join you there eventually, so I can start live streaming my stuff on my phone. At least for that, I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay. Anyway, good to see you're doing well. Yeah, you should be doing well because you have 1,000 subscribers now. But anyway, so let's talk about a couple of things on the stream. That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea, DJ. Getting me to 1,000. Every little bit counts. So I do want to talk about a couple of things that I want to get into before we get into the to NXT and 205 Live. First things first, I did watch a little bit of Raw this week. I know. How could you sit through 3 hours of Raw? I didn't. I actually watched 1 hour of Raw, and that too was like the end of the second hour to the beginning of the third hour, and there was only one reason I was watching it, and that particular reason is my favorite segment on the main roster right now, and that, of course, is Firefly Funhouse. And all I have to say about this week's Firefly Funhouse is yowie wowie. Oh my goodness, that was fantastic. I loved it. Just real quick, I love the new look for Bray Wyatt. I think this is good stuff. He's got the mask, he's got the hurt and heel gloves, he's got this long trench coat, like a ringmaster. He's got the clown pants. He's got the black wife beater on. Holy Jesus, he looks demented and he looks creepy. If this is how he looks when he's able to harness his darkness, that's what he's able. He says he's got a lot more darkness in his head, but he's learned how to harness it and control it. And this is the end result, the culmination of that. And holy Jesus Christ. I will tell you guys, I could barely sleep that night because I saw Firefly Funhouse because I was just waiting for Bray Wyatt in my room. I was just waiting for Bray Wyatt in my room with an axe. Luckily I have this guy. This is a katana, just in case you're wondering. I don't want to show it here because I don't want to get in trouble. But seriously, I was like, holy Jesus. This guy is going to come and haunt my dreams. So that was a lot of fun, but I love it. I can't wait to see him in the ring. I can't wait to see what he does. I do pray to God that WWE does the right thing and actually gives him a big push, but only time will tell, I guess. But I am loving Firefly Funhouse. I remember when the first episode aired 4 weeks ago, everyone was like, oh, they're already buried Bray Wyatt. This is a Mr. Rogers knockoff. Man, all I could think of was Frieza from Dragon Ball Z when he says, this isn't even my final form. And we saw Bray Wyatt's final form this week, and now everybody's like, holy crap, just like me. So I was on board from the beginning, just letting you guys know. I was on board from the beginning, and it is fantastic. And yeah, phenomenal, as DJ Storm says. Well, even though AJ Styles is the only thing that's phenomenal about WWE. But no, it was amazing. I loved it. This was great stuff. Looking forward to seeing what they do with Bray Wyatt. So anyway, that was one thing. Kind of switching gears here. The big news that I think we should all be talking about right now is, of course, AEW finally has a TV deal with Turner and TNT Drama. This is good stuff. I am very excited for AEW to finally start airing on TNT. I think that's it's like a dynamite. The show is going to be called Dynamite, so TNT Dynamite. That's going to be pretty AEW Dynamite, that is. So it's going to be fantastic. I am very excited about AEW and the TV deal. This just means more competition for the WWE. This means that this shows how people are looking for an alternative. And the fact of the matter is that it has a TV deal on like a big channel and whatnot. is amazing. It's fantastic. I'm very, very excited for it. I'm really, really interested in seeing what they have going on over there. I am looking forward to AEW like no one's business, man. Like this is gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be great. This is gonna be great. I know there's gonna be a lot more emphasis on the actual wrestling, so that should be good. Even though, yeah, obviously there will be storylines and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, of course, a lot of rumors going on that John Moxley is gonna be on AEW, possibly even CM Punk. I guess again, time will tell as to who is all going to be involved in AEW. So, yeah, that's there. And of course, this should absolutely light a fire. I can only hope that this lights a fire under Vince's ass and he actually decides to deliver and give us a good product. Okay. And again, it's just hoping. But speaking of Vince and all that good stuff, looks like Triple H isn't very happy with Vince McMahon, and why would he be? All the people that they brought up from NXT have been buried or sidelined. Now Ricochet is now the latest victim of the main roster. He basically got main rostered. That's what happened to him, and it's definitely a very sad state of affairs. I don't know why they do that with all the NXT call-ups. It's ridiculous. It's sad. And so absolutely Hunter has every – yeah, the Ricochet thing did piss me off too, DJ. I absolutely agree with you. This was terrible. I hated it. So anyway, yeah, I unfortunately did watch that match with Baron Corbin and Ricochet, and I was like, really? So anyway, I mean, what are you going to do? So no wonder Triple H is angry. And he wants to definitely take over the company. And I hope so. I'm thinking 2020 XFL. I actually do hope it's a success so that Vince actually focuses on XFL and Triple H focuses on WWE. So then, and we will all live happily ever after. So, but then again, that is a fairy tale ending, isn't it? So speaking of fairy tale ending, that's the finisher of Tommaso Ciampa. And Tommaso Ciampa is injured, but he's in NXT. So speaking of NXT, you see the segue? I'm sorry. But speaking of NXT, we have finally two locations for the upcoming NXT takeovers. We have NXT Takeover 25, which apparently is happening, I believe, in Connecticut. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is happening in Connecticut. I'm excited for this. This is the first takeover that's not attached to a Big 5 pay-per-view in a very long time, I believe. So this is good. I am very excited. I think that NXT is very much coming closer and closer to becoming, a third brand on the main roster. I think it should. It should have a long time ago, but whatever. It is what it is. Sorry about that. So there's that. And, of course, we also have TakeOver Canada, Ontario, I believe. Is it Ontario or Toronto? I'm not sure. I know it's in Canada. I know that. I believe it's a TakeOver. It's going to be during – about that. So, yeah, TakeOver 25 and TakeOver Toronto or I forget. Anyway, I believe it's Toronto. So, Toronto as you're supposed to say it. Right. Anyway, so two takeovers announced this year. It's going to be fantastic. I'm very, very excited because, it's TakeOver, man. I'm always going to be excited for TakeOver. Yeah. So speaking of NXT TakeOver and NXT, let's dive right into our NXT shows, shall we? Okay. I'm just segueing it all out today. So the first thing we have to talk about is the fact that Percy Watson has actually asked for his release from WWE, and apparently he's been granted it. So he is no longer on the commentary team for WWE, which kind of sucks because I did like Percy's. Yeah, I thought he was fine on commentary, but I guess he wanted to, explore other avenues in his life, whatever that means. So now he's been replaced by Beth Phoenix. I'm okay with that. I think she did a great job in the Mae Young Classic. And I think she's going to do a good job here in commentary, replacing Percy Watson. So that'll be pretty cool. So we start things off. We start off NXT with the Viking War rating experience. I don't know what to call them anymore. The Viking Raiders, that's what they're called. Viking Raiders in the ring. They talk about how much fun they had raiding Raw. And then they call out Mr. Regal and they relinquish the NXT Tag Championships because they feel that there's no one who can take it off of them. Yeah, Viking War Raider experience. Yeah, well, I mean, they just have new names. I don't know what's next. I really don't. I mean, they might as well just call them Kratos, which actually wouldn't be okay. Or just call them Gods of War. Just call them Gods of War, which is okay with me because it's, Kratos. But still, I mean, Viking War Raider experience. That's anyway. So the Raiders do say that they feel that there's no one who can take the titles off of them, so they're relinquishing the titles. But Street Profits come out and take umbrage, and they say that they want a rematch. And then the Raiders take the titles back, and they say that they want the match to happen. So that's going to happen later tonight, and that will be our main event. So moving on, ladies and gentlemen, the time to fret is over because it is time to bask in the glory of the limitless one, Keith Lee. Keith Lee has been sidelined for a couple of months. He's back from injury, and now he takes on Cesar Bononi. Lee has not missed a step at all. This was more or less a squash match, but there was a cool spot where Lee was grabbing onto Bononi's hand and not letting go, and then hit him with a huge lariat. Ow, that hurt. And I actually wrote on Twitter that I have an idea for that, DJ. I think Keith Lee, he's amazing, man. I love the guy. He's also from Texas, so I gotta rep. I gotta always support local talent. He's a fellow Texan like your boy, right? He's from Wichita Falls, I believe, which I don't know how far it is from Dallas, but it's a little bit. It's not in the DFW area, which kind of sucks, but whatever. He's still from Texas, and that's all that matters. Anyway, but Keith Lee does finally win with a huge spirit bomb, which is cool. I like the way he set it up, by the way. He had his hands up in the air like this. If you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z, that's how Goku sets up the spirit bomb. He'll say, everyone lend me your power. Well, even though he didn't say that. Though it would have been cool if all the NXT universe just went like this, as if they were like lending him like their energy. He says, lend me your energy. So yeah, he did that, and he picked up Cesar, and boom, spirit bomb. 1, 2, 3. Keith Lee wins. And yes, I do agree that Keith Lee should be the next North American Championship. I think that he should be put into the North American title picture. Apparently now he was supposed to feud with Dominik Dijakovic. Unfortunately, Lee got injured, and now Lee's back. And apparently Dijakovic suffered a torn meniscus. I guess at a live event or something. So that feud has been postponed, which is very, very unfortunate because I really wanted to see the blow off to that feud. Hey, I got knee surgery. You're talking about Dijakovic, right, Storms? Okay. Yeah, you answer at your own convenience, right? Then we had Kushida taking on Kona Reeves. Yeah, okay, thank you. Kushida taking on Kona Reeves. Kona Reeves, by the way, has new gear. He has been taking a lot of inspiration from Dolph Ziggler, apparently, because he has some shiny new black tights with white boots, and that is kind of like one of the more signature ring gears of one Dolph Ziggler. The only difference is he doesn't have any writing on his ass, Dolph Ziggler usually has like a writing back there, and it's like, I'm here to show the world, or I am perfection, or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. So, but anyway, it was pretty cool though. But Reeves did start off hot with a power slam, which looked fine. Hold on. Show what did DJ Storm say? James Drake has got a face on his ass. Yeah, he does have a face on his ass, doesn't he? Yeah, I actually was watching your Lightning Flash update, Storm. So yeah, I heard the joke. That was funny. Anyway, so yeah, Reeves does start, and then Kushida does arm drag Reeves and takes him to Resthold City, which is the title of the video, because there was a lot of rest holds this week. Just quite a bit of rest holds this week. So rest hold city. I want to make that a T-shirt, by the way. That's why they call him. That's why they call him Ass Face. Yeah. Okay. I mean, he is kind of an ass anyway. I mean, he's a heel, so you know. Right. Anyway. Yeah. Kushida. Then Drew Gulak actually showed up on the entrance ramp, and he was watching the match through the whole time. Kushida got distracted by Gulak, and Kona Reeves took advantage. But Kushida quickly turned it around, hit a springboard and a handspring elbow, which looked really cool. Kushida's counters are just fantastic throughout this match. And finally, he does win with the hoverboard lock, or his version of the Kimura lock, as Mauro Ranallo says. And Gulak versus Kushida could be the underrated gem we never knew we need. Yeah, that I could see that. I need to see him and Kyle O'Reilly as well. That would be a great match too. But yeah, Gulak versus Kushida. That's, Triple H, give me what I want. Anyway, that and Keith Lee versus Walter. That's another match I need to see. So give me what I want, Triple H, before I spit all over my bedroom. Anyway, so yeah, but unfortunately, Gulak does leave being very unimpressed. So, because what's his face? Kushida does a lot of flippy shit, and Gulak doesn't like flippy shit. So, whatever. Anyway, we do up next have women's action. We have Vanessa Bourne taking on Jessie, who, by the way, also is from Texas. She's from Austin, but she's still from Texas. It's 3 hours away from Dallas. It's still Texas, okay? But it's a pretty short match. Bourne does brutalize Jessie early on. It's a pretty one-sided match. Bourne does distract the referee, and while Jessie's kind of like on the ropes, Aaliyah comes in, slaps Jessie on the face, kind of attacks her while the referee isn't looking. Yeah, Vanessa Bourne needs some more time in the PC. I think Vanessa Bourne, is actually being poised to fill the void that Lacey Evans has left in NXT. So DJ, look forward to Vanessa Bourne walking up and down the ramps of Raw and SmackDown very soon. Anyway, but Bourne does win with a whiplash. So yeah, Bourne wins. It's a short match. I still don't get this. Okay, so Mauro Ranallo calls them Bourne and Bougie, and then he also goes back and calls them the Hires. So are they Bourne and Bougie, or are they the Hires? I don't understand. Is that their tag team name? I don't know what the hell is going on with these tag team names. And oh yeah, we have the Kabuki Warriors now. Asuka and Kairi saying, "Oh my, just shoot me in the face." It's so stupid. I don't damn it, Vince. God damn it, Vince. Anyway, what are you gonna do? So finally get to our main event, which is the Viking Raider War Experience versus the Street Profits. Raiders destroyed the Street Profits early on. Dawkins and Ivar have some dueling cartwheels, which look really cool. Ivar is Hanson, by the way. Forgotten, and then the match is immediately thrown out very quickly, and it turns into a huge brawl when the Forgotten Sons come out and beat up on the Profits and beat up on the Raiders. So yeah, that was cool. Lorcan and Birch do come out too, and then all four teams beat each other up. Profits do pretend to pin the Raiders. They hit their little double team move, but the Raiders do get pissed off and they kill Danny Birch and Oney Lorcan, and as well as Wesley Blake. So yeah, Fatal Four-Way should be good with Undisputed Era. I see that. And then the Raiders do lay their titles down on the floor, and then they bow to the NXT Universe. So, and also it was revealed later on WWE social media that the Raiders have officially relinquished the NXT Tag Team titles. So DJ, yes, the Fatal Four-Way is, I could see the Fatal Four-Way happening. It should be really good. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Era, and like you said, Era, Danny Birch and Lorcan, the Forgotten Sons and Street Profits, that Fatal Four-Way. I kind of do hope Era win that one, because I don't think Forgotten Sons are ready to have a title just yet. I don't really care about them, to be frank with you guys. So yeah. Anyway, so that was how NXT ended. Decent show, kind of chaotic, a little chaotic for my taste, but I still liked it. It was still good. They did also announce a couple of matches for TakeOver. 25, we do have Johnny Champion, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Badass, Johnny Savage, Johnny Gargano, the NXT Champion, taking on Adam Cole, Bebe. And we also have Io Shirai taking on the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, of course, Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai. So those should be good matches. I guess, and the tag team matches are probably going to happen. I think, as you mentioned, DJ, Keith Lee versus Velveteen Dream. I really want to see that match. I think that would be a really good match. I think it could be something very interesting. Again, Triple H, give me what I want. So, I don't know. DJ, can do me a favor, retweet this video to Triple H so he knows what I want. You tell him I'm going to spit all over my room if he doesn't give me what I want. Anyway, I'm kidding. Please don't. But yeah, that should be a good match. That's actually should have been one of the first feuds that Keith Lee got into. That should have been one of the first feuds, but I mean, they were building him up, so that's fine. Yeah, I'll tell you what I want. Oh God. All right, yeah, DJ, you can go ahead and type out the lyrics to the Spice Girls song. I mean, yeah, you know what? It's funny. I was never a huge fan of the Spice Girls. I just never really cared. I like Backstreet Boys and I like NSYNC. I just never really cared much for Spice Girls. But yeah, I tell you what I want. What I really want. Yeah. Are you going to finish the song, DJ? Please, you're supposed to finish the song. Anyway, so up next we have 205 Live. Neither did you. Oh, okay. Well. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. No, fine. Yeah, I actually don't really care about the song, but I guess because of my OCD, I wanted you to finish it, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, if only Batista said bye after he left the WWE, that would have been. But yeah, in 2014, Batista did say bye. There's that. Anyway, well, even now he's retired from professional wrestling. So yeah, bye. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's move on to 205 Live. We're just messing around now. Now Byron Saxton is replacing Vic Joseph this week because of the European tour. We are getting it from the UK, same place as Raw and SmackDown, of course. 205 Live was fantastic. You're right, DJ Storms. So we did have the Fatal 4-Way match, Jack Gallagher. One of the best episodes. Jack Gallagher versus Mark Andrews versus James Drake, both of them from NXT UK, versus, of course, Humberto Carrillo. Oh, my Jesus Christ. This was a great match. Drake did roll out of the ring early on. He just was like, okay, y'all, you guys go ahead, do what you got to do. And then, he tried to come in a couple of times and get the cheap win. James Drake is a really good chicken shit heel. I really like him. He's fantastic. Early on we do have a huge rest hold city between all the baby faces. Jack Gallagher, who is pretty much a baby face now. I guess he's kind of a tweener, So yeah, but Jack Gallagher, Carrillo, and Mark Andrews were all tied up in rest hold. So yeah, taking them to rest hold city. Oh, pardon me. Jack Gallagher very innovatively gets out of Rest Hold City. That was pretty cool. And Drake and Carrillo had a really good sequence where Drake was just beating the living crap out of Humberto. Gallagher was on the apron with an exchange with James Drake. That was fantastic. Mark Andrews goes for Mark Andrews versus Carrillo. Yeah, I would love to see that match. I'm just reading the bullet points I wrote down. Mark Andrews goes for a moonsault off the barricade and is caught by James Drake. And James Drake tried to hit a suplex, but Mark Andrews countered that into a DDT. That looked nice. I was like, holy freaking crap. That is amazing. Mark Andrews, the guy's kind of, I would say he's very underrated. Mark Andrews then, and then we finally got a return this week on 205 Live, and that was of William the Umbrella. So good to see the Umbrella back. Gallagher did hit an Umbrella drop with William, so that was great. So good to see him back for William. I love these props with their names. We have William the Umbrella, then we have the trombone that Xavier Woods has. He calls it Francesca. He has like Francesca 2, Francesca 3. And then even at one point, Dean Ambrose, I remember one time he had a steel chair and he called it Steely Dan. I know, Mick Foley with Mr. Sacco. So yeah, I mean, I love it when people give props names. It's just kind of funny. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, so Andrews then with an amazing looking reverse Rana off the top rope to, I believe it was James Drake, and then all the other, and then Gallagher and Carrillo both hit their top rope maneuvers onto James Drake, which was cool. Carrillo then went for a suplex, which Andrews converted into a stunner. So yeah, he tried to hit it on Mark Andrews. But finally, Carrillo did win with a roll up to Jack Gallagher. There was like a really cool sequence between Andrews, Gallagher, and Carrillo, where Gallagher did headbutt Mark Andrews, who fell to the outside. But of course, Gallagher also took the brunt of it, so he fell to the ground. Then, of course, Carrillo kind of caught him in a roll up, won the match. Afterwards, both men do shake hands, but it looks like there is still some unfinished business between one Humberto Carrillo and one gentleman, Jack Gallagher. So I'm looking forward to seeing those two in one-on-one action, maybe next week. So I mean, because they still have unfinished business and whatnot. I think it's time to give Jack Gallagher a singles run. Okay, Humberto versus Nxt at Stomping Ground seems like the future plan. Okay, that'd be cool. Nxt versus Tozawa. Yeah, Nxt versus Tozawa is Super Showdown. Again, that's going to be like the one good thing about that show. I'm not gonna watch the Saudi Arabia show. So if you guys want any coverage from Saudi Arabia show, go watch DJ Storms or go watch Armbar Audio, because they're probably both gonna do it. Because they both love you a lot more than I do, apparently, because they're willing to put themselves through this torture to put out content. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have my own philosophy on why I don't watch certain things and why I do watch certain things, but it's cool. Anyway, so up next we did finally get the main event. Oh yeah, we are getting the Lucha Bros versus the Singh Bros, or not Lucha Bros, Lucha House Party, Lucha Bros. Lucha Bros. They came to 205 Live, guys. No, Lucha House Party versus the Singh Bros. So okay, cool. It's whatever. But anyway, more importantly, we do have our main event. We have Tony Nese taking on Ligero, which was another banger of a match. I am telling you guys, I know I say this a lot and I sound like a broken record. I said it before, and I'll say it again. 205 Live is consistently putting out classics every single week. And if you are not watching 205 Live, you absolutely need to do yourself a favor and get on that right away. Two great back-to-back. Yes, DJ. Amen to that. I love this match too. We had Tony Nese taking Ligero to Resthold City again. So arm drag to Resthold City. Really cool roll-up counter sequence between both. One. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Really quick counters between the two. MVP I would say he's definitely a candidate for MVP for 2019. Tony Nese. So and that was pretty cool. They and then they both shook hands, Ligero and Nese did, and they went and shook the hands of the referee. He's like, hey man, you got some adrenaline in you, buddy. Anyway, so a good variety of styles between both of these men. Multiple match of the year candidates with Dar, Cedric, Murphy, and a cruiserweight title win, and now a match with Ligero. I agree. Tony Nese is by far like one of the best athletes I have ever seen. He calls himself the premier athlete, and he actually lives up to it. Even whether he's a heel or a babyface, it doesn't matter. The man can freaking work in the ring. Okay, so Tony Nese, do not sleep on him. He is absolutely worth it. So anyway, but good variety of styles between the two. We have Ligero with the luchador style. Both men can do the flippy shit. Both men can strike. Both men have power moves. All just good, great stuff here. Ligero does counter a tilt-a-whirl, which looked really cool. Nxt then counters a springboard stunner attempt, tries to hit a moonsault off the springboard but misses. Why the hell did we have Rusev Day chants? Rusev Day has been dead for over a year, and I don't know why it is. This is a great match. It does not deserve you to chant Rusev Day, because usually, from what I've seen, maybe they were doing it because usually they chant Rusev Day during matches that people usually chant stuff like Rusev Day and CM Punk and stuff like that when they don't like a match. I don't understand how you could hate this match. I think people would much rather. Apparently, people would rather see I don't know, Braun Strowman jobbing out to Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. Anyway, whatever. Nese versus Lorcan at SummerSlam will be the money match. It will be Lorcan's time. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Tony Nese could definitely drop it to Oney Lorcan. Though I do think the next person in line is Carrillo. I think Carrillo and Nese is going to be the match that's coming up next. Maybe not after Daivari, but I think Carrillo is the one being poised to take the title off of Tony Nese. This is my opinion, okay? But yes, Oney Lorcan would be fine too. I would love to see Lorcan and Nese and Lorcan taking it off of Tony. That would be a great, great match, and that would be a fine moment for me. So anyway, Nese did hit a 450 splash, a really good-looking 450 splash, which Ligero kicked out of. Nese then Ligero went for his finisher, which is called the C4L, and Nese did counter it into a one-arm powerbomb onto the apron. Running Nese 1, 2, 3. Tony Nese does win the match. Has some momentum going in to Money in the Bank against Ari Daivari. They both have a show of respect. Both men shake hands. And then, speaking of the devil, Arya Daivari does come out, despite the fact that he cut a promo, a little cell phone promo on his sunbed. So that was on the tanning beds. So that was interesting. But anyway, and then Nese and Daivari do get into it a little bit, but Daivari does ultimately, decimate Tony Nese. Kind of picks up the title and puts it across Tony Nese. And he's saying that his title is going to be his. Good, interesting way to end out 205 Live. I really liked it. So I thought both NXT and 205 Live were great. I am going to kind of give the nod to 205 Live this week just because we had amazing barn burner matches, both really good matches. But NXT, like the thing with NXT, I mean, there was, I think because I don't know what exactly was going on, but this week's NXT wasn't as good as I would think it was. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was still great. It was still really good. I mean, like I said, it was great seeing Keith Lee back. It was great seeing Kushida in action. We have some development in the Undisputed Era storyline where Roderick Strong does finally get back into the good graces of Cole. I do feel like it's going to blow off, and we're going to get Cole versus Strong probably in Toronto or Ontario. I don't know where exactly the SummerSlam one is, but I believe maybe Toronto. I think it's Toronto. The one during SummerSlam. That's I think where we're gonna get Strong versus Cole. But yeah, I think my favorite match. I guess I'll just give it to Keith Lee versus Cesar Bononi, just because I think Keith Lee did a great job. But then again, Kona Reeves versus Kushida actually was a really good match. So you know what? I'm just gonna give it to that. But honorable mention: Keith Lee versus Cesar Bononi, just because Keith Lee is back, and I'm very happy. And then of course, 205 Live. You know what? Both matches were really good, but I'm going to give it to Nese versus Ligero, however you say it. But anyway, so that was NXT and 205 Live. So now it is time for me to get into my predictions for Money in the Bank. Now, I'm going to kind of talk about who I would like to win versus who I think is actually going to win. So we do have one quick update, though. So we've been updated today. Alexa Bliss apparently is not medically cleared to compete this Sunday, which sucks. I'm not the biggest Alexa Bliss fan or anything like that. I think she's okay. She's all right. I don't think she's like the best thing since sliced bread or anything. But I mean, it sucks. Concussion after concussion. Now she's unable to compete. I mean, that's horrible. I don't wish that upon anybody, whether I like him or not. Like hell, I wasn't a big fan of Jason Jordan, but when I heard that he got injured and he can't wrestle again, I mean, I felt bad. So Alexa Bliss, I hope she, I do hope she recovers and we do see her get back in the ring soon. Again, I'm not a big fan of hers, but injuries suck. So it is what it is. And of course, I heard Ric Flair got hospitalized today. So hopefully the Nature Boy, speedy recovery to the Nature Boy on that. So that kind of sucked. So yeah, those kind of some sad things, I know. But anyway, let's get into Money in the Bank today. So apparently on the pre-show, on the kickoff show, we do have Captain Planet and Rowan. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan taking on the Usos in non-title action. It's just those two in a match for whatever reason. I really don't have any feeling towards this match. I really don't care. I guess I'll just say Rowan and Daniel Bryan because they're the tag champions, and even though it is the pre-show, it's still part of Money in the Bank, and the tag team champions, whether the titles are on the line, especially when the titles are not on the line, the tag team champions should not be losing. So I'm going for Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. Yeah, I mean, no, it's going to be a decent match, I think, because Daniel Bryan and the Usos, 3 great workers. Even Eric Rowan isn't too bad in his own right. So Eric Rowan, he's not a bad guy. He's got the speed too and the power. So I think he also can do some good stuff. I think he's a pretty decent wrestler as well. So yeah, I mean, I think the match will be fine, DJ. So I don't think we have to worry about that. But this is just confusing as hell. Again, it is the main roster, so that's why. Anyway, up next, we are talking about the Cruiserweight Championship match. We have Tony Nese, the champion, the premier athlete, taking on Arya Daivari. I think that it should be Tony Nese who wins. This is his. I'm going for Nese too. I think Nese should win, and I think he will win this match. I think that Arya. I think Daivari's time will come. Absolutely. However, I think right now, it's not going to happen just yet. So I would have him kind of let him get some more wins and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a good match. I do pray that it is not on the kickoff show. I do hope that it is on the main card, even if it's just the opener. That's fine. I'm still okay with that. But I am going for Nese as well, just as DJ Storms is saying. But yeah, I think Tony Nese should and will win this match. Up next, Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Champion Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Once again, I'm going for Samoa Joe. Rey Mysterio, I think he is amazing. He's still fantastic in the ring and whatnot, but at this stage in his career, I don't think he really needs a title. I think it's fine. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm going for Samoa Joe. I think he should win. If anyone should take the title off of Joe, I don't know. I would like to see someone like Sami Zayn. Let him take the title off of Samoa Joe. If they're not going to give him the WWE or the Universal Championship, give him the US title, Sami Zayn. But no, yeah, Joe. I'm going for Joe as well. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, DJ. Yes, Ricochet. Ricochet should win. You're absolutely right. Forgive me. Ricochet should win. You're right. Yeah. Anyway, take the title off of Samoa Joe. Then I'll get to the men's and women's Money in the Bank match. Well, yeah. So let's talk about some of the non-title and non-briefcase matches real quick. We do have your favorite DJ Storms. We have Roman Reigns taking on Elias. I don't really care about this match either. It is what it is. Roman's winning. He's gonna win because he's Roman Reigns. If you're not gonna put a title on Roman, if they're not gonna put a title on Roman Reigns, he's gonna he's gonna just win every single damn match. Roman will win in one of the worst matches of the year. Yeah, yeah. But then again, we have Shane McMahon, the best in the goddamn world. So there's that. Yeah. Speaking of which, Miz versus Shane McMahon at Hell in a Cell. Oh, I'm sorry, Money in the Bank. Oh yeah. Oh wait, it's just in a steel cage. Okay, fantastic. Yeah. I think Miz has to win this. I mean, come on. I just end this damn feud. Why are Miz and Shane still feuding? Just no, end it. End it now. I don't want that. And it's so weird. Shane is feuding with the Miz and with Roman Reigns. Like, what the hell? Like, why? Why is it that just because he's a McMahon, he needs to feud with one person from Raw and one person from SmackDown? I don't get it. I mean, anyway, his next feud is probably going to be with Roman anyway. So just let it go that route. I don't get it. Anyway, these are the two matches. Miz is winning, but do I care? No, I really don't care. So yeah, Miz is winning. Whatever. Then we'll go to the WWE Championship match. Before that, let's get into some of the let's get into both Money in the Bank ladder match matches. Let's go to it. So for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, we have the participants are, of course, from Raw. We have Natalya, Naomi, Dana Brooke, and now that Alexa Bliss is no longer allowed to compete, in her place is Nikki Cross. So that's interesting. And from SmackDown, we have Ember Moon, we have Carmella, we have Bayley, and we have, of course, Mandy Rose. So those are the 8 women in this match. Personally, I would love for Ember to win this match because 1, she's awesome. 2, she deserves it. And 3, she's from Dallas, Texas. I'm sorry. I have to go for my hometown girl, Ember Moon. But I do feel like Bayley should win it too. Ember or Bayley, yeah. Yeah, but I think it's going to be Bayley. If I had to pick between those two, DJ, I'd say Bayley. I do want it to be Ember just because why not? Because Ember versus Becky Lynch or Ember versus Becky Lynch. I mean, that's a great match right there. Bayley versus Ember at SummerSlam, and that's when Ember wins. Yeah, that would be great. That would be a damn good match. Bayley versus Ember Moon. Hell, Bayley versus Becky. How about that, But yeah, I do think Bayley is winning this, in my opinion. Which leads me to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And the participants are from Raw, we have Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, and everyone's favorite superstar, Baron Corbin. And from SmackDown, we have, of course, Andrade, the Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor, Ali. Well, yeah, he's no longer Mustafa Ali, he's just Ali. And, of course, Randall Keith Orton. Now, real quick, why is it that Samoa Joe is having a title match? Okay, why is it that Samoa Joe is defending his title of Money in the Bank and Finn Balor isn't? I don't understand why Finn Balor is in the Money in the Bank ladder match. It should not be Finn Balor. But then again, yeah, who else can you put really on SmackDown? I don't know, Aleister Black. Who'd have thunk it, right? Jesus Christ. I mean, why? They have no one else. They have Aleister Black, dude. They could put Aleister Black in the match. I don't get it. Anyway, either going to be Andrade or Drew. I'm going with Andrade. Andrade cashes in at Stomping Grounds on Kofi. I could see Andrade. I kind of want it to be Ricochet because, Aleister should be in there. Yeah. Yeah, and it's all good. You're fine. We all make mistakes, Anyway, but it is what it is. So yeah, I mean, I think definitely. I mean, Andrade would be cool. I could see Andrade winning. I really want it to be Ricochet, but I'm gonna go with you, DJ. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be Andrade. It's probably going to be Andrade, or I don't know, maybe because he just got into the Money in the Bank ladder match, maybe it's going to be Sami Zayn. I don't know. But the thing is, apparently down the line, I think there's extreme rules coming up and apparently Baron Corbin versus Seth Rollins is going to be the match in Extreme Rules. I really don't want that match, but I do hope it's not because he wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. I really hope not, because the last time he won it, he lost the match. So it kind of sucks. Anyway, but yeah, I do think that it should be, in my opinion, it should be Ricochet, but I think it's going to be Andrade, like DJ said. But yeah, Ricochet definitely can go for the United States title. I think he absolutely deserves it. So yeah, but that would be cool too. So anyway, we'll see. Then moving on to some of the title matches. Let's start with the WWE Championship match: Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens. I think since this is, of course, well, okay, technically this is the second title defense for Kofi Kingston because he had the first one against Daniel Bryan again. So and yeah, and I got Kofi too, DJ. I think Kofi should win and will win. Third, yeah, okay, third, right. The third? Oh yeah, the Seth Rollins title unification match, which got thrown out, which was stupid. But yeah, so yeah, that was dumb. I mean, that would have been a great match. I hope that happens at Survivor Series. I actually want, why I want Kofi to win? And I want Seth Rollins, and because the match with AJ. Oh, okay, the match with AJ and Sammy. Okay. Right. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. But yeah, so yeah, that was there. So yeah, but still, this is his first time defending it on a pay-per-view. There you go. So technically, not technically, but this is the first time he's defending it on a pay-per-view. First pay-per-view is WWE champion. I think he needs to win. Kofi, at this point, he should win. I think Finn Balor and Kevin Owens can go into a program together because that would be a great match. If you did not watch Beast of the East, or if that's what it's called, yeah, Beast of the East, watch that match. It was great. So Finn versus Kevin Owens down the line, make it happen. But I think Kofi is winning this one, and he should win this one. Moving on to, of course, the Universal title match. Seth Rollins, the architect, the man. Oh, is he the man or is Becky Lynch the man? I don't know. I mean, that's probably the argument that the two of them have now that they're a couple, right? Anyway, but yeah, congratulations, by the way, to Seth and Becky. I think they were very, very compatible with each other. I kind of saw this coming. I really did. Anyway, so, but yeah, Seth Rollins, the King Slayer, the Beast Slayer, the Architect, or whatever. Is he now? What are we going to call him? The Phenomenal Slayer now? I don't know. But I do think Seth is going to win, and he should win at this point. I hope this leads to an AJ Styles heel turn because I think AJ needs it. I know he's done a great job as a babyface. I did like him as a face, but I think AJ as a heel would do wonders for the man. So AJ Styles heel turn, I hope it happens, but I do think that Seth Rollins is winning this match because he should, and he will. I do believe I don't think that there's going to be a cash-in for either men's title match, but let's talk about the women's match. We have Becky 2 belts today. Oh man, I ran out of water. She is pulling double duty this Sunday. She has Lacey Evans taking on her for the Raw Women's title, and we have Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch, part 5,892, going on for the SmackDown Women's title. Now, I did do a fantasy booking about this, and and it's kind of really what I would like to happen. So I do think that Becky will retain the Raw Women's title. However, I do think that Becky should win the briefcase and cash it in on the SmackDown Women's title, and she should be the SmackDown Women's champion. So I kind of want Becky Lynch to stay on Raw instead of her just floating between both brands. I mean, Becky 2 belts sounds great. It's awesome. But, I want Becky. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe, again, it's just me. But I kind of just want her to stay on Raw. So I think right now Becky, if she loses the title, the SmackDown title, I want her to lose it to a cashing in Becky. No, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's not going to be Charlotte. I want it to be Becky. I want it to be Bayley who cashes in on at Money in the Bank, who cashes in her contract and wins the match and becomes the SmackDown Women's Champion. Becky that can lose the title at Stomping Grounds. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I mean, Becky 2 belts is great, but maybe it's just my OCD. But I just want anyway, whatever. But personally, I think it should be Bayley who cashes in. But if that doesn't happen, yes, Becky should retain the SmackDown Women's title. But we'll see what happens. Because the reason why I want Bayley to cash in now is because I think it would show a little bit more of a more gray shades for Bayley and kind of develop her character a little bit. And Becky Lynch obviously can use that. And of course, we have 2 of the horsewomen holding the titles. So that's never a bad thing, in my opinion. Oh, but then again, got to give her a reign with the titles. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. I guess that one. I just kind of disagree with you, DJ. I guess agree to disagree on that one, but I don't know. But Becky, if she does retain, I wouldn't feel bad if that makes you feel better. If she does retain, I wouldn't feel bad. But if Becky does, if Bayley does come out with the briefcase and cashes it in when both Becky and Charlotte are down, I feel that can be somewhat of a giving her some gray shades to her character. And even like in the match itself, I'd like Bayley to show more a brutal side to herself. I think that would make a lot of sense because she's definitely been very much overlooked. And now Bayley needs to be like, no, I'm a badass. So, she could be the man 2.0. No, not the man 2.0, but she could be something, but it would be really cool to see. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't feel bad if Becky retained both belts, if that makes you feel better. But yeah, I mean, I think Bayley winning wouldn't be a bad idea, or Bayley cashing in. But yeah, I don't want Charlotte to win either. So there you go. In that sense, we're on the same side. And Storms just jumped off the stream because I disagreed with him. All right, it's all cool. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. That was my NXT and 205 Live review, as well as my predictions for Money in the Bank. Thank you, DJ Storms, for joining me on the live stream. Yeah, I know you're still here. Well, I'm just about to wrap up, dude. Excuse me. Once again, thank you all for watching, and once again, DJ Storms, congratulations to you on the 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully I can get there soon, so that I can again live stream on my phone again, because this is getting a little ridiculous. Anyway, but yeah, let me know if you're watching the stream after this comes out. Let me know in the comments what are your predictions for. Yeah, I've started doing that, buddy. I've started doing that. Let's let me know who are some people that in this world chat. Yeah, I'm kind of in that kind of realm. I've kind of gone to some of those networking channels. I've gone to some of those networking channels. I've been doing that. I actually grew from 120 to like 140 now, so I'm at like 140. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I've definitely been doing that a lot, DJ. So anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Enjoy Money in the Bank this Sunday. I will be reviewing Money in the Bank on Armbar Audio this Monday, so be on the lookout for that. And possibly next week, Double or Nothing predictions. I will do it with Armbar Audio. Possibly. Don't quote. I will have to check with both Tim and John on their schedules, and accordingly we'll plan something out. If not, I'll just post my predictions here. So we'll see. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Once again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Tell your friends about the Nerdy Mark and whatnot. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye. And thank you, DJ Storms, for joining me.